Hey, good morning everyone. We're on the river today. We're on the Telico. River Road is finally open again. They got the Bald River Bridge done. They've got the road patched up from the flooding we had a couple years ago. It's been 21 months since they've had it open, but it's finally open again. So today we're gonna fish a section of river that's been closed for almost 2 years and see what's in here. So it's early June, which as low as we are in elevation, we're a little bit below the falls. Usually it's too warm down here by early June, but we've had a really cool year, cool spring. So water temps are actually really good. So it should be a good day. There should be plenty of fish in here. I don't know that anyone has fished this at all since it's opened yet. There's this kind of a long stretch that pulls away from the road that's a little tougher to get to. And water's been high. It's tough at high water. So it's just now low enough that I think we can get through without any trouble, and it's still cool enough that the fish ought to be in good shape. So just check it out though. Take a look at this river, how beautiful it is down here. So yeah, much bigger water than what we fish on the upper end of the Telico. You've got Bald River and North River coming in at this point, so it's a pretty good sized river. But we're gonna nymph today. I've got my 10.5 foot 3-weight Mark II. I've got a leech tied on right now. We'll probably throw some stoneflies. It's really good stonefly river water down here, so good for patch rubber legs and stuff like that. And I got my friend Anthony with me. He's a longtime customer, and he was in town and happened to be staying through the week. So I got the day off. We're gonna hit it. So I'm gonna hop in and start fishing up, and we've got a good 1.5 miles or 2 of river to cover. So I'm gonna get to it. We'll see you here in a little bit. He was buried down in that white water. Looks like a stock fish. Oh, there's a hit. Didn't feel him. See one about right there, I would think. There he is. Get out of that current. Another stalker. They look like they've been in here a while, but they haven't stalked this in a couple years either. So there's probably a few that have made it down from the stocked area upstream, and there's probably a few holdovers in here as well. So nice. He hit lighter than a little bigger than I thought he was going to be for as light as he hit. Not a lot of fight in him though. This is definitely a holdover. His fins look great. You see he's even have a little orange on the tip of his dorsal, which is usually only something you see in wild trout. There he is. Woo, that's a good one. About done already. All right, one jump out of him. That was a good jump though. Let's say he's gonna fight me as soon as I get him in the net. On that leech again. Just happening to let it get deep. Yeah, he's wanting to fight me now. Good looking fish. 14 or so. Sitting right in the back end here of this deeper hole. There's a lot of current that wants to push it this way. And I was hoping if I could get it deep enough and get it to push a bit to the right, there'd be a fish there, and he was right there in that tail end. So we'll see if there's another fish or two in there, hopefully. Now this is where accuracy is important. If I were to get too far to the left, it's gonna push me into this eddy. Now we're in a pretty good spot right here. I'd like to get one more out of there. I'd think there'd be one more, at least. Like I said, it's not big numbers down here usually. Not until we get a little further up. I'll make a few more casts, see what happens here. We got a lot of water to cover still, so we may not spend too much longer looking for that one fish if he's not willing to eat. There he is. A little thump of the thump of that leech got his attention. Boy, they're not putting much of a fight down here. Not until I get them to hand anyway. Water temp is really good, so I don't think it's a temp issue. There you go. Cool, all right. Well, I'm satisfied with that. I think I'll make a couple more and move on, but we got more water to cover, so we're not gonna spend all day here. There he is. Oh, he came up underneath that rock. I watched him eat it right at my feet. Oh, don't get down on that heavy current. We'll land him in this little eddy back here. Again, not a lot of fight in him today. I don't know what's up with that. Let me get the net on him. Now he's fighting. I wonder if they just haven't had any pressure in so long, they just kind of forgot what it's like to be on the end of a line here. They all look like they're good, healthy fish. This one's pushing close to 16. Yeah, that's, oh, get out of here. All right, well, he didn't feel like being in front of the camera today, so. But another good quality fish. Seems like they want a little action on that leech. I'd made a few dead drifts through there and didn't see anything, and he came out of the depths and ate it, so maybe we'll start putting a little more action on it. Yeah. We got a cliff face on this left side, so I'll have to cross over, and there's a little more water coming through this gorge than what I usually like to deal with, but we're gonna make a crossing here, and I'll keep recording in case it gets entertaining. I might go for a swim. Whenever I make a deep swiftwater crossing like this, you always want to make sure your feet are planted firmly before you make that next step. And I like to work at a downstream angle if I can, to kind of work with the current, not against it. Get a little pushy there. And yeah, definitely keep your body across the current. If you face in or upstream or downstream directly, you're going to probably get pushed around a bit more, but that wasn't too bad. Not bad at all. Could have been a lot worse. So Anthony's got this run he's fishing here before it gets into this chute. Now I like fishing this chute. I'll get some right here on this left side and some on the right, but you got to kind of work to get to it on this angled rock here. Thankfully it's dry, but I'm going to try to work a few on this upper end that he can't reach. Now the water's still pretty high, so usually there's not this much current. Hopefully we can get down though. I don't think we'll have too much trouble. There we go. Nothing that fast stuff. Not a bad fish. Just right up along that ledge. Another holdover. I'm hoping one of these days I'll run into a big brown down here. I just have a feeling that they're down in here somewhere. Another holdover. He's looking real good. Real good. It's pretty. Good color to them. Fins are looking good. They lean out a bit. They're not eating pellets every day. They're eating natural wild food. They got to fend for themselves, so they'll lean out a little bit. Oh, woo, there he is. They're wanting to jump right now. He kind of startled me and I pulled him towards me, I think. Let's see if I can't get him out of this current. There we go. I've got 4X on today, so we can muscle him a little bit. There we go. Good looking fish again. I'm out of here. Right here next to me. Let's see if there's any more spaced out here in this little run. This run's always looked good, but I don't know if I've ever really caught anything out of it before. I have now. There he is. That's a little one. That might be a wild, yeah, that's a wild bow there, I think. Yep. Nice little wild bow. Cool to see some wilds down here. See, he's got that real sharp fin, real clean fins, good streamlined shape. Well, sweet. That's good to see. All right, we switched to a big heavy patch rubber legs, big stonefly nymph. There's a ton of those down here. Big golden stones, so maybe we'll pick up more fish on this thing. Not that we haven't caught fish, there's just places that I normally catch fish or would expect there to be fish, and I'm not finding anything, so that makes me think maybe we need to switch it up. The currents are a little tricky today with this much flow. Gotta get it down. There's one. Sitting in front of that rock. For the rainbow. Now, last time I fished this, I caught a wild brown here. Ooh, that's a good one. So I'm hoping I can do that again. I'd love to see a couple down here. Seems like they're getting more common in the Telico area, so the whole watershed. So I would love to find one or two. I've got a friend who caught one not too far upriver from here, so about 14, 15 inches. If I could find one of those today, that'd make my day. Absolutely. Another great looking fish. Been in here a while. Still got that stalker dorsal fin, but otherwise he's looking pretty clean. Oh, right there. Like right when it hit the water. It's a decent fish there too. He's staying down. He's actually fighting a little bit. Doesn't know where to go. He's done, I think. Oh yeah, that's better than I thought. That's a good fish. Yeah, good fish. He's been hooked before. He had a little sore spot on the right corner of his mouth. Another bow. Another good looking fish. Heck yeah. Nice looking fish. Oh, there's a hit, and I'm swinging a miss. Another bump. There we go. Whoa! I don't think he's very big, but he's fighting. Oh, he's not bad. Yeah, he's nice. Almost looks wild. I don't think he is, but that would be one heck of a wild fish. We'll get a closer look here in a minute. What we got here? Oh, just a good, solid, healthy stalker. It looks like he's been in here a while. Man, he's full of energy. Hold still. Come on, hold still. There. Good looking fish. Off you go. Ooh, right up in that fast water. Just keep him in the water and keep him cool. There you go, nice. This side's pretty swift. Anthony's side looks pretty good. He's got a nice seam all the way up. But we're gonna do what we can from here. Fish this seam first and then give him a chance to fish his way up, and then we may go back down and run through again, try to high stick over all this fast water. There's gotta be a few fish on this side. There's one. Oh! Heavy fish. I set that hook and he didn't move at all. Another bow. I keep waiting for that brown. I probably want it too bad, so it ain't gonna happen, but pretty heavy bodied fish there. Staying down in that current. Yeah, wow, he's better than I thought. All right, let's take a look. Great leopard spots on them, just beautiful. Healthy. Nice, nice. Oh, he had it, and I did not feel him till it was too late. I should have known. It was a good grab, I just didn't feel it. There he is. He ate it again. Or another fish ate it. That's another solid fish too. Oh, he's pretty. He is all kinds of colored up. He's got a weird little black spot on top of his head, but check out the colors on him and the belly and everything. He is really fired up. He's looking beautiful. There you go. There you go. Hold him up. There you go. Nice. Good looking fish. And then he's hooked up with his second fish. I've never actually fished it from that side, but he's on him now. So he switched to a heavy pink egg that I tied up for him yesterday. Probably about a 4mm bead on it, and they can see it in this kind of off-color water because usually it's crystal clear down here. So that's awesome. Glad he's getting on them. I may have to switch up here. They're eating the pats, but man, they're all over that egg, and it's easier for them to see. So I'm glad he's getting on some. I'm gonna land them with some fast water here, try to keep them above me. Once I get them through this fast stuff. There we have it. Might be a pretty good one he's got on there. Staying down. Oh yeah, nice one. Oh yeah, good one. Nice. Sweet. Good work. Nope. Got the net on him, the little guy. Oh yeah. Took me 2 business days to set the hook. At least he ate it. Good looking fish. Oh, came out from underneath that rock. I thought it was the rock. I was gonna pick it up and cast again. There we go. I don't know if it's the same fish or not. Same rock anyway. I hate when they don't fight, because it means they're going to fight when they get in the net. Yeah, not bad. Not bad. Oh, man. Going on. There he is. Oh man, he bumped it 3 or 4 times. There we go. Oh, what is going on? Did I break the hook? Let me look here. No, it's good. I just missed several fish in a row. There we go. Not a bad one either. Oh, he's up in that current. Gotta get them out of that somehow. Skipping across, I hope he stays pinned. Great looking fish. Really great looking fish. Alright, check this guy out. He holds still long enough for me. Yeah, nice one. Real nice one. Just that rod. Rod slipped off the rock. Don't want to lose that. Alright, I think there's several more in there from as many hits as I was getting. Or he was just that hungry. Let's find out. Another hit. Oh, my rod. What the heck just happened? Oh, I thought my rod broke. The whole leader broke. Holy crap. That's not good. Must have had a bad knot. Shoot. Well, it looks like I'm retying. So I'm currently in the penalty box. There's a lot of fish in that little seam right there. I kept missing them. And man, I set the hook on one and it just, I heard the snap and I thought my rod broke because it felt like it broke, but it the leader broke like 1.5 foot from the nail knot on the fly line. So I've never had that happen before. So I was completely unprepared. Thankfully, Anthony's got a spare leader. So I'm gonna tie back up, and he just hooked and lost one out of there. I think there's a few more in that run, so it's his now. I'm gonna have to re-rig and hope that doesn't happen again, because that was crazy. I just lost that entire leader. Go up in that fast water. Nice little bow. Oh, there's one. I couldn't hardly feel him. We just made it up above Bald River, and that water's cleared up quite a bit. Looks good through here. Be a lot of dirty water coming down from the falls. Another pretty fish. right there at my feet. Here we go. Seems like it's really picked up here. I think that gorge is just, there was some dingy water coming in from the bald, and I don't know, it seemed like it might have turned the fish off a little bit. Pretty much the same spot as the last one. So I'll try to pop him loose. Oh, smaller stockfish. Alright, we're back at the parking area. I've got to climb my way out of here, but I want to catch a few more. I got to get going. If I can get one or two more, I'll call it good. It's always hard to leave when the fish are really on. There we go. I think I'm just gonna make that one the last one right there. It's a pretty solid fish. All right, that's gonna be a good one to end it on right there. Pretty stockfish, and I think Anthony must have gotten back to the truck. I've got to backtrack a little bit and climb out of here. Yeah, great day today. It was good to see some water that we haven't seen in like 2 years, and it fished really great. I was surprised not to see anything in the pocket water really, but they don't seem to mind the fast water up here, so maybe it was just that dingy water coming in from Bald River that was kind of had those fish down a little bit. But otherwise, great day. I don't know, a couple dozen fish at least. Beautiful day, especially for June. It's not really hot at all. It feels great. So overall, a really great day. I'm glad I got to get out and show Anthony some new water. He had never seen that stretch before, so I think he had a good time. But all right, I'm gonna call it there. There's not much else to say other than it was a good day. Patch rubber legs came through. That was the ticket for me anyway. So yeah, get you some heavy pats and fish this lower section and have a good time. So all right, I appreciate y'all watching. We'll see you on the next video.